Hey, Big J, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. This is a big moment right now. We've got the senator and Jeff from Pearl Jam, and you guys. I think the big thing I want people to know here before we talk about all the exciting stuff is that you guys knew each other even before you were Senator Tester. Is that correct?
Oh God, yes, yeah. I mean, I knew Jeff. Jeff is he'd like to say a lot younger than I am, but he's a few years younger than I am, and his dad was mayor of Big Sandy and gave me my first flat top haircut. And of course, Jeff was like I said, a few years younger than me. But when I went back to teach school in Big Sandy, he was in high school when I was teaching elementary music, and great basketball player, and has a great family, got great brothers and sisters that. I mean, the Ament family was just a fixture of the community for years and years and years, and great people up and down the line. And Jeff is right there at the top of the list.
Yeah, well, and the fact that the whole Pearl Jam thing probably helps a little bit too. That you can add that to the list as well. Jeff, as one of the most famous people to ever come out of Montana, I want to know, first of all, congratulations. I like to see Montana on the map, and I like Big Sandy because my mom's name is Sandy, so it's always funny when people say what they did in Big Sandy. I always giggle, and so I enjoy your guys' hometown. But Jeff, why are you supporting Tester? As the Huffington Post says, you can't find a better man than Tester.
Right.
And why him? I mean, is it because of the past relationship, or is it policy, or the haircut, or I mean, what is it?
Well, my dad gave me my first flat top also, and so we have that connection. But unless you've been to Big Sandy or unless you've been to a small rural community in Montana, I don't know if you understand how rare their opportunity is for two of 700 people that grew up there, that you have the opportunity to help one another, and that your politics are in line, and the things you want to do for the state of Montana are in line, and so
just basic agreements with one another there. That's like-mindedness. Yeah. Excellent. Well, I want to know selfishly what the senator has done for you. He's I know he's working on a statue for me, but he hasn't gotten me out of any speeding tickets yet. The statue, I think, is coming along slowly. Like, I want to know, I mean, really, what is he doing for you? Don't you expect some sort of special privilege, like maybe like a jam session with Barack, something?
I think John's been so busy the last 6 years, I've actually probably talked to him less in the last 6 years than I did in the previous 30. I mean, when we're in D.C., we've hooked up, and there's been an occasion when we're in Montana at the same time, and we'll have a beer and maybe talk a little bit politics, but mostly we talk about how the crops are doing in Big Sandy and how things are going back home. I mean, that's where our heart flies. So.
But you're not upset that there's no statue yet of you. You're not as upset as I am. I mean, he might be. I will say, Senator Tester might be making progress for Montanans as a whole, but for me as an individual, I mean, really, aside from all the actual politics he's supposed to be working on, personally, I have not gained much from his election. When it comes to statues, mainly. I mean, yeah, the rights and stuff, those are fine. And taxes, I appreciate, lowering and all that. But really, it comes down to a statue for me. And I think it should come down to the same thing for you. Really, if you ask the rest of the band, I bet they would agree with me that there should be a Pearl Jam statue somewhere.
Well, Jay, once we get your statue tricked out, then we'll work on Ament's.
Okay, good. Okay, as long as he's in line. I just want to make sure he's online. And first, let me tell people, too, as we're talking here, Pearl Jam playing a show September 30th at 7:30 at the Adams Center in Missoula. Tickets are available on sale to the general public next Friday, or you can get the special package if you go to jontester.com. You can buy the package that allows them to meet with you guys beforehand, right? Kind of a little meet and greet with the senator and the band before the show.
Yeah, it's a kind of a sweepstakes deal. Two tickets, on-stage tickets, I might add, which has never been offered before. And VIP passes and round trip accommodations and dinner with Jeff and I. Kind of a pre-concert event. So that it should be a lot of fun. And folks, if they want to get on jontester.com and take a look around for the sweepstakes stuff, That'd be great. We'd appreciate it if they would. And like you said, Big J, they're going to be in Missoula on September 30th, and this is the first time. This is the first time in about 6 or 7 years that they've been back in Montana and Missoula, and we all know what a great band Pearl Jam is, and what a great following they have. And I'd be remiss. Jeff is a good friend and a former Big Sandy boy, or still a Big Sandy boy. You never get that out of your blood. But the other band members are great people in their own right, and certainly appreciate those folks coming to Montana and offering some people some real fun with this concert.
Yeah, that is definitely cool. I mean, it is real. It's a rare opportunity. I mean, you guys are in I don't want to say retirement, Jeff, but I mean, you guys are kind of at that point where you've been there, you've done that, you've kind of accomplished all of it, and now you're kind of sitting back and getting to play those big festival shows and kind of spend more time, working on independent stuff, spending time with the family. Like, what's life like for you now? Is Pearl Jam kind of? I mean, because you guys don't play very often. Is that? Am I right with that?
Well, I mean, we're going to Europe next week, and we're playing 13 shows over there over the course of 3 weeks, and I think we're doing about a half a dozen shows at the end of the summer. And we're right in the middle of making a new record too.
Oh, so you guys are still full? You're going at it full force.
Oh yeah. We haven't. I think. Maybe because we're not making records every couple of years, we make it's gone to 3 or 4 years. But,
yeah, you need to get.
We've been working on a record for about a year, so we're right in the middle of it.
You need to auto-tune it. That's what you need to throw some auto-tune on there. Just a tip. That's what's hot right now.
We're throwback. We throw mics up in the room and actually play live, and
the true old school.
One of the last remaining.
I heard a big interview last week with Joe Walsh where he was talking. His new album is called, I can't even remember now, but it's something. He hates Pro Tools. He hates all the technology. Yeah. Did his whole album old school, and he's like, this is what rock and roll is supposed to be. And obviously
playing together.
Yeah, an actual band playing real music and not done on a computer. Excellent. And Senator Tester, I want to know from your end of it, how much pressure is on, not necessarily just for the concert, but I mean, it's like the hype obviously around the campaign is growing. It's getting bigger and bigger. And this is considered one of the biggest elections in the country. Is the pressure getting to you, or are you going to play cool as a cucumber Tester through this whole thing and pretend like it's no big deal?
It's a big election. It is going to be one of the biggest ones in the country. But really, I mean, I think this is all about talking to folks, making sure they're registered, making sure they vote, letting them know the differences between myself and my opponent, and the differences are huge, and having some fun in the process. And this really takes care of the fun element in a big way, and it's just going to be great. The concert they had back August 29th in 2005 was an incredible event. I mean, it was spectacular, and it's something that I'll never ever forget. Seeing the people, seeing the equipment, and seeing the people, and in Dahlberg Arena was just, they just blew the lights out of the place. And this is going to be the same kind of show. I mean, this is the kind of shows that Pearl Jam puts on. They're pros, and they know how to entertain people, and they know how to have so people can have fun and have good music along the way.
Exactly.
So this is just going to be a lot of fun. And as far as the pressure goes, we've been in big races before. This is a big race. We'll rock and roll with it down the road.
Been there, done that. As Senator Jon Tester says, Pearl Jam drops it like it's hot, and you're not going to want to miss it. September 30th, 7:30 at the Adams Center in Missoula. Go to jontester.com for more information. And Senator Tester, if somebody come Election Day has a question, whether to check the box for Senator Tester or for Denny Rehberg, do you have a preference as to who they select that day?
Well, you just got to do the right thing and vote for the guy with the flat top, Jon Tester.
All right. I figured that'd be the answer. And Jeff, I'm assuming you would agree and concur as well.
Absolutely.
Right.
He's the last of the real men back in D.C.
I say the last of the real men, period. Let's just leave it at that. The chain ends with Senator Tester. All right, we've got Jeff Ament from Pearl Jam and Senator Jon Tester. The concert September 30th. It's been an honor, as usual, talking to you, Senator, and for the first time talking to you, Jeff. I appreciate it, and Again, congratulations on doing Montana proud, both of you guys, and thanks for being with us this morning. You guys have a good one.
Cheers, Jay.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.